I wanted to ask if there's anything else that you would like to say about, or think it's important for people to know about scaling EdTech in post-secondary education, where the opportunities are, how to navigate the challenges, what makes this worthwhile.
I think it's worthwhile because of the impact that you can have, even in slow moving markets like post-secondary education. We are serving, 20 million plus learners annually, and that's just in post-secondary education. If you add in graduate and executive education, even more. So I think impact for sure. I also think it's a deeply exciting time to be working in technology. AI is one of those factors, but the globalization of higher education is pushing all post-secondary markets into new frontiers as we really confront what true scale means when we look at the rise of new universities in the global south and other parts of the developing world. So it's a really exciting time to work in this space. The other thing that really comes to mind around what's important to think about, and many of David's life experiences and examples highlighted this, your first idea for what your product is going to be, it may not be the product that ultimately resonates with the market or hits for you as a company. And so I think continuing to be flexible and be willing to evolve what you think the necessary solutions are, and having that flexibility be a hallmark of working with you can pay dividends down the road. It can keep you in business with when your first idea may not get as much traction as you had hoped.
And I would keep in mind some of the comments that Meaghan made about the difference between business to consumer versus business to business business models. In higher ed, business to business is one of the best ways to get things to scale. You sell to an institution and they have all of their 500 faculty or 1,000 faculty start using it within a few months. That's great, but it's not necessarily the best product that gets the customer. It's the product that is functional based on research, but also has great marketing and sales. So when you're thinking about, as an early stage company, where you're investing, don't forget the business aspects of hiring a quality set of salespeople. The second thing to think about, which we've seen over and over again, is once you're successful, all of a sudden you have all these customers and you haven't figured out your business operational practices of how you support them, and things slow down and bugs don't get fixed and customers get angry. So make sure you are ready to support the customer from an operational perspective. But lastly, I would say it's just if you make all these appropriate investments and all these decisions, higher education is the engine that drives society. A student that attends a community college, gets an associate degree, is going to earn $300,000 more in their lifetime. A student that gets a bachelor's is going to earn $1 million more in their lifetime. These things are critically important. I remember when I went to an important Gates meeting, they asked, what is the single factor that will determine whether a student that's low income will, in fact, when they lead their lives, get into the middle class? What gives you access to middle class? And the answer was, it's not your race, it's not your gender, it's whether your mother went to college or not. So think about that. If we can have more mothers go to college, we are going to improve society and have more people in the middle class, which is a good thing.